Hey guys, Jeff here from Whitbird Botanical, and in this video I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can get the most out of your small space garden. So tip number 1 is to use your vertical space. So if you're in a small space like me, 3 meters by 6, you don't have a lot of on the ground space, especially because, like I've mentioned in other videos, I have a lot of shade, especially in winter. It takes up quite a significant portion of my courtyard. So I've got a couple of hanging baskets. I've also got a sort of a trough planter that's on the wall, and when I build my little outdoor shed, well, it's not really a shed, it's just going to be a little storage box. I'm going to use the side of that box. I'm going to put some planters on the side of that, again, just to get the most out of the space. Use that up space as much as you can. So tip number 2 that I have today is to sow a bit extra, and don't be afraid of sowing like things a little bit closer than what the packet might suggest you do. That if you sow maybe instead of putting 1 seed per little hole, you could put 2 or 3 seeds per little sort of hole that you've made. So certain crops like radishes will actually be fine like this, and you can leave them. If you've got 3 or 4 radishes next to each other, they will grow fine, and they will grow little bulbs together. Other crops, like salad crops, can easily just be thinned once they come up. If too many come up, then you can just harvest a couple early and get some baby greens out of it. My third tip is to intercrop. So this is a method of planting your beds out where instead of just putting everything in one group and then next sort of section is another plant group, etc., you just plant it all together in the same bed. Now this isn't true intercropping because I have still sectioned it, but you can just put things around everywhere. So in this bed I've got some snow peas up the back, I've got some silver beet coming up here, and this line here all the way along is some radish. I think it's Saxa radish, I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember. And then I've got carrots, which are just starting to come up on the front here. I've put in some heirloom lettuce, and behind here I've got some broccoli, which I'll thin out because they're a bit a bit thick. Tip number 4 is to succession plant. So essentially all that is that you plant some of your crop out, and then after a week or 2 you sow the next lot of seed, or you transplant the next lot of seedlings, and that means that your harvest is staggered. So for instance, if I was to do this here with my snow peas, then I could have perhaps sowed half of this and then waited 2 or 3 weeks and sowed the other half, or transplanted half, and you could do this in the greenhouse as well. You could sow some and then wait a couple of weeks, sow some more, and then you could just transplant out a couple of weeks apart, and that means that when they come up to cropping time, you'd get one crop and then another. Snow peas probably isn't the best example of this because you're just going to pick a lot and you can freeze them and stuff. But this is better for things like maybe beetroots or even radishes and things like that. You plant them a little bit apart, and then you get those crops, and then a couple of weeks later or a week later you can harvest the next section of those crops. I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan on looking at each of these different tips in a little bit more detail in videos in the future. If you like this video, then let me know down in the comments below, and as always, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.